Imagine walking through the dense jungles of Thailand, the air thick with the scent of rain-soaked earth and tropical blooms. Birds chatter, insects hum, but suddenly the ground beneath you trembles. A deep rumbling noise fills the air, and then, emerging from the mist, a colossal figure steps forward. A living, breathing legend, the Asian elephant. But wait, is that an elephant carrying tourists on its back? And over there, is that an elephant painting a picture? Welcome to Thailand, where the world's largest land animal shares an unusual relationship with humans. Some elephants roam wild, others work in tourism, and a few, well, let's just say they might be better artists than you. The Asian elephant isn't just big, it's royalty in Thailand. Revered for centuries, these giants have been warriors, workers, and even symbols of good luck. In ancient times, Thai kings rode them into battle, their sheer size and power making them the ultimate war tanks of the jungle. But today, they're more likely to be seen entertaining tourists, splashing in rivers, or unfortunately, begging for bananas on the streets. Thailand is home to roughly 3,000 wild elephants and another 3,500 in captivity, a dramatic drop from the estimated 100,000 that roamed the land a century ago. So what happened? Let's dive into the tangled world of Thailand's elephants and their bizarre, heartwarming, and sometimes heartbreaking connection with humans. Picture this. You're trekking through Khao Yai National Park, one of Thailand's most famous wildlife sanctuaries. Suddenly, a wild elephant appears on the trail. Your heart pounds. It's majestic, it's massive, and it's staring directly at you. Now what do? A. Run. B. Try to befriend it. C. Apologize for trespassing and back away slowly. The correct answer? C. Always see wild elephants aren't like their friendly, peanut-munching cousins in elephant camps. These giants don't do tricks, they don't take selfies, and they most definitely do not appreciate uninvited visitors. If you're lucky, they'll ignore you. If you're unlucky, well, let's just say you'll become very familiar with the term charged by an elephant. Elephants in the wild roam Thailand's national parks, including Kui Buri, Khao Sok, and Keng Krachan. They're mostly peaceful, unless they feel threatened, and guess who threatens them the most? Humans. Deforestation has pushed these gentle giants closer to villages, sometimes leading to unfortunate elephant versus farmer conflicts. Imagine waking up to find a 5-ton elephant raiding your mango orchard. Not exactly a polite house guest. If you visit Thailand, you'll quickly notice that elephant tourism is everywhere. Ride an elephant through the jungle. Watch an elephant paint a masterpiece. Bathe with baby elephants in a river. Sounds amazing, right? Well, not always. For decades, elephants were used in logging, hauling enormous tree trunks through forests. But when logging was banned in 1989, many elephants were left jobless. Their owners, known as mahouts, had two choices: starve or turn to tourism. Some camps treat elephants with kindness, offering ethical experiences where travelers can watch these animals roam freely, socialize, and take refreshing mud baths. Others, not so much. Traditional elephant rides may look fun, but what tourists don't see is the brutal training process known as the crush. Baby elephants are taken from their mothers, confined in small cages, and trained through physical punishment until they obey human commands. It's a heartbreaking reality that's slowly coming to light, leading to more tourists choosing ethical sanctuaries over traditional camps. Fun fact, did you know elephants can recognize themselves in a mirror? That makes them one of the smartest animals on Earth, and way more self-aware than that one friend who refuses to acknowledge their bad fashion choices. A few decades ago, if you walked through Bangkok at night, you might have seen something utterly bizarre. A massive elephant walking down the street.
Wait, an elephant in a city?
Yep. Some mahouts, struggling to make a living, brought their elephants into cities to beg for food and money from tourists. Imagine trying to drive through Bangkok's infamous traffic jams, only to have a 4-ton animal casually blocking your way. Fortunately, the government cracked down on this practice. But some elephants are still forced to perform in circus-style shows, painting pictures, playing soccer, and even dancing. If you see an elephant doing the Macarena, just know it's not doing it because it wants to. Now let's end on a hopeful note. Not all elephant tourism is bad. In fact, some places in Thailand are leading the way in ethical conservation. Elephant Nature Park, Chiang Mai. A true paradise where rescued elephants roam freely. No riding, no tricks, just elephants being elephants. Boon Lot's Elephant Sanctuary, Sukhothai. One of the most humane elephant sanctuaries, focusing on rehabilitating abused elephants. Phuket Elephant Sanctuary, Phuket. A safe haven for retired working elephants, offering visitors a chance to observe them without disturbing them. More travelers are choosing sanctuaries over rides, showing that tourism can be a force for good. And as awareness grows, so does the hope that one day, all of Thailand's elephants will be treated with the respect they deserve. The jungle's biggest thieves, Thailand's sneaky macaques. Picture this. You're in Thailand, standing on the edge of a breathtaking cliffside temple. The sun is setting, casting golden light over the ocean. You take out your phone, ready for the perfect selfie, and then, bam! A tiny hairy hand grabs your phone and disappears into the trees. Congratulations! You've just been robbed by a macaque. Welcome to Thailand, where the monkeys aren't just cute, they're criminal masterminds. From snatching snacks to hijacking GoPros, these little troublemakers rule the streets, temples and beaches like tiny, chaotic emperors. But are they just mischievous rascals, or is there something deeper behind their wild behavior? Let's find out. There are over 10 species of monkeys in Thailand, but none are as infamous as the long-tailed macaque. These monkeys are smart, social and shockingly bold, and they've found a way to thrive in both jungles and city streets. Fun fact, did you know macaques can use tools? Scientists have observed them cracking open nuts with rocks and even fishing with sticks. If we don't watch out, they'll be using iPhones next. Macaques live in large, mafia-like troops with strict hierarchies and a social structure that would make the Godfather jealous. The alpha male rules with an iron fist, controlling food, fights, and even who gets to mate. If a monkey wants to climb the ranks, they don't just challenge the boss, they have to outwit him. And trust me, these monkeys are all about outwitting. If you're visiting Thailand, chances are you'll run into macaques. They're everywhere, but some places are full-on monkey territories, and stepping into them means entering their world on their terms. Lopburi, the Monkey Kingdom. Welcome to Lopburi, a small city where monkeys rule and humans just exist. Lopburi's macaques have taken over entire neighborhoods, climbing power lines, breaking into stores, and treating the ancient ruins like their own personal playground. Locals have learned to coexist with them, kind of, but tourists? They're fresh meat. Every year, Lopburi hosts the Monkey Buffet Festival, where an extravagant feast of fruits, vegetables, and desserts is laid out for the macaques. The result? A full-blown monkey riot, complete with food fights, stolen hats, and an atmosphere of pure monkey madness. Railay Beach, monkey gangs of paradise. You'd think that one of Thailand's most beautiful beaches would be a place of peace and relaxation, but no. On Railay Beach, macaques roam the shore like beach thugs, waiting for clueless tourists to drop their guard. Leave your backpack unattended for 1 second? Gone. Try to eat a banana in peace? Forget it. Some travelers make the mistake of feeding them, hoping to make a new furry friend. Big mistake. If you give one macaque food, 20 more will appear out of nowhere, demanding their cut. Tiger Cave Temple, the sneaky spiritualists. Tiger Cave Temple in Krabi is a famous pilgrimage site with stunning views, and an army of macaques waiting for tourists to make a wrong move. They'll steal sunglasses, water bottles, hats, and even sandals. One tourist reportedly had his entire backpack unzipped while climbing the temple stairs. He thought he was carrying his camera the whole time, until he reached the top and realized a monkey had swapped it for a half-eaten mango. So why do Thailand's macaques act like professional pickpockets? It turns out it's not just mischief, it's evolution. They've learned humans equals free food. They pass down stealing techniques through generations. They're incredibly intelligent and recognize patterns. In fact, researchers in Thailand discovered that macaques have a monkey economy. Some troops steal valuables, then trade them back for food. Think about that. They're literally running a black market hostage system. Imagine this. A macaque snatches your sunglasses and then sits there, holding them hostage until you bribe it with food. No banana, no deal. That's right. Thailand's monkeys have invented ransom negotiations. How long before they start accepting PayPal? For centuries, Thailand's macaques have lived alongside humans, and this relationship has been a mix of adoration, fear, and sheer chaos. The tourist trap. Tourists love feeding macaques, snapping selfies and watching them do monkey things. But every banana given encourages more aggressive stealing. The village invasion. Deforestation is pushing monkeys closer to human settlements, leading to crop destruction and food raids. Some villagers see them as sacred, while others see them as furry little troublemakers. The science experiment. Researchers study macaques because their brains are eerily similar to ours. In fact, macaques are used in some of the most advanced neuroscience studies in the world. Basically, they're helping humans figure out how our own brains work, while simultaneously stealing our snacks. Macaques gone wild, the craziest stories. The beer thief of Koh Phi Phi. A tourist left his beer unattended for 5 seconds. A monkey grabbed it, ran to the treetops and drank it. Ever seen a tipsy monkey? It's hilarious. The monkey mob attack. In 2020, the Lopburi macaques went to war. With no tourists due to lockdowns, food was scarce, and 2 rival monkey gangs clashed in the streets over a single yogurt cup. It was like a scene from Planet of the Apes, except real. Monkey versus phone, who wins? A traveler in Thailand tried to take a close-up selfie with a macaque. The monkey slapped him, stole his phone, and threw it into the ocean. Lesson learned, respect the monkey mafia. How to survive Thailand's monkey mafia. If you're heading to Thailand and want to avoid becoming a victim of monkey crime, follow these golden rules. Don't feed them. Unless you want to be surrounded by 50 of them. Hide your valuables, especially sunglasses, phones, and snacks. Keep your distance. Macaques might look cute, but they can bite. Secure your camera. If you're filming, be prepared to lose your GoPro. Macaques are Thailand's most entertaining wildlife, but they're also a reminder that nature is wild, unpredictable, and smarter than we think. They may be tiny, but in the battle of humans versus monkeys, one thing is clear. We are losing. Imagine hiking through Thailand's lush jungle, the air thick with the scent of damp earth. Birds sing, insects buzz, and then silence. That eerie kind of silence that makes your instincts scream, something is watching you. Then you hear it, a slow, deliberate hiss. You freeze. Your eyes scan the undergrowth. And there it is. A king cobra, standing nearly as tall as your waist, hood flared, staring straight into your soul. Congratulations! You've just met the longest venomous snake in the world. And trust me, it's sizing you up. The king cobra isn't just another snake, it's a legend. Growing up to 18 feet long, this serpent doesn't slither away like a garden snake. No, this royal reptile stands its ground. And unlike other snakes, which will bite and flee, the king cobra doesn't waste its venom on just anyone. If it decides you're not a threat, it'll warn you with an eerie, hollow growl. Yes, a snake that growls. But if you push your luck, good night. One bite delivers enough venom to kill an elephant, or 20 humans. It's highly intelligent, remembering threats and recognizing handlers. It even stands up by raising a third of its body off the ground. And if that isn't scary enough, this snake eats other snakes. That's right, it's a cannibal. The king cobra doesn't just rule the jungle, it dominates the entire snake world. Thailand has a strange bond with the king cobra. Some fear it, some worship it, and others try to kiss it on stage for money. Snake charmers. Ever seen those guys in markets hypnotizing cobras? Spoiler alert, the snake isn't hypnotized. It's just tracking the movement of the flute. And many of these cobras have their fangs removed, a cruel practice that leaves them defenseless. Snake farms and zoos. In places like the Phuket Snake Show, handlers taunt king cobras for entertainment. It's all fun and games until someone gets bitten, which happens more often than you'd think. Snake rescuers. In Bangkok, cobra rescues are a daily job. These snakes love dark, humid places like toilets. Imagine sitting down only to realize you're not alone. Village protectors. In some rural areas, cobras are considered sacred. Locals believe killing one brings bad luck, so they let them slither freely. Would you share your backyard with an 18-foot killer? Some people do. Despite its terrifying reputation, the king cobra is in danger. Deforestation, poaching, and the exotic pet trade have made sightings rarer. Many are killed out of fear, while others are captured for black market medicine. Thailand's real-life mermaid, the enigmatic dugong. Imagine you're snorkeling in Thailand's crystal-clear waters, drifting over a vibrant coral reef. Suddenly, a shadow moves beneath you. Not a shark, not a dolphin. Something rounder, smoother, and chubbier. And then you see it. A big-eyed, slow-moving sea creature munching on seagrass like a lazy underwater cow. Meet the dugong, the real-life mermaid of Thailand. Sure, it might look more like a floating baked potato than Ariel, but back in the day, sailors swore these gentle creatures were the inspiration for mermaid legends. Clearly, those sailors had been at sea for too long. What's a dugong, and why is it so special? Dugongs are close cousins of manatees, often called sea cows, because they spend their lives grazing underwater meadows. But don't let the cow part fool you. These creatures are far more mysterious. They can hold their breath for up to 6 minutes. They have no natural predators, except humans. They communicate with squeaks and chirps, like underwater guinea pigs. They can live over 70 years, if they don't get caught in fishing nets first. Unlike manatees, which live in rivers, dugongs only exist in the ocean, making them even rarer. Thailand is one of the last places on Earth where you can still find them, especially around the Trang province and Koh Libong. For centuries, dugongs were worshipped, hunted, and misunderstood. Sacred creatures. Some Thai coastal communities believed dugongs had magical powers. Their bones were used in amulets, and their tears were said to bring good luck. Hunted for meat. Others saw dugongs as a free seafood buffet. They were hunted for their blubber and tusks, nearly driving them to extinction in some areas. Dugong celebrities. In 2019, a baby dugong named Mariam became an internet sensation after being rescued and hand-raised by marine biologists. She loved belly rubs and cuddling with her rescuers. Sadly, she later died from ingesting plastic, a tragic reminder of how much human activity affects marine life. Dugongs are facing extinction, and not because of sharks or natural disasters. Humans are their biggest threat. Boat strikes. Dugongs swim slowly, too slowly to dodge Thailand's speeding tourist boats. Fishing nets. Many drown after getting tangled in illegal fishing gear. Plastic pollution. Dugongs accidentally eat plastic bags, mistaking them for jellyfish. Seagrass destruction. Coastal development is wiping out their only food source. Today there are fewer than 250 dugongs left in Thailand. If we don't act fast, Thailand's mermaids could vanish forever. So if you ever visit Thailand's southern shores, keep your eyes open. Maybe, just maybe, you'll spot a real-life mermaid gliding through the waves. Thailand's jungle dinosaur, the water monitor lizard. You're walking through Lumpini Park, Bangkok's answer to Central Park. The sun is shining, people are jogging, kids are feeding the ducks. And then you see it. A 6-foot-long scaly beast casually waddling past the picnic tables. Your brain screams, Komodo dragon. Your legs are ready to bolt. But the locals, they don't even blink. Congratulations! You've just met the Asian water monitor lizard, Thailand's real-life jungle dinosaur. They're huge, they're bold, and they own the streets, literally. Water monitors are one of the biggest lizards in the world, second only to their terrifying cousin, the Komodo dragon. They can grow up to 10 feet long. They have razor-sharp claws and a powerful whip-like tail. They eat basically anything. Dead fish, rats, birds, your lunch. Nothing is safe. They can climb trees, swim like crocodiles, and sprint when they need to. Basically, they're prehistoric ninjas that can climb walls, swim across rivers, and chase down prey faster than you can say, nope. In Thailand, water monitors live everywhere. They lurk in rivers, temples, parks, and even urban canals. Some people fear them, but others believe they bring good luck. Bangkok's parks, especially Lumpini Park, are full of these lizards. They stroll through jogging paths like they pay rent. Tourists freak out, locals barely notice. It's just another day in Bangkok. In rural Thailand, water monitors are nature's cleanup crew. They feast on dead animals, rotting fish, and anything people throw away. Think of them as scaly garbage collectors, just with extra attitude. Some Thai people believe seeing a water monitor means you'll get rich, but others see them as bad luck. The Thai word for them, hia, is also used as an insult, kind of like calling someone a snake. So if a Thai person yells hi-a at you, they're not admiring your wildlife knowledge. Despite their terrifying appearance, water monitors don't attack humans, unless you mess with them. But when they do fight back, things get crazy. The airport lizard incident. A giant monitor once caused chaos at Bangkok's airport, casually walking near the runway and delaying flights. Imagine explaining that to your boss. The 7-Eleven showdown. A famous viral video showed a giant water monitor climbing the shelves of a 7-Eleven, knocking down drinks like an oversized Godzilla. Customers? Just calmly filming. Employees? Just another Tuesday. The park chase. A jogger in Lumpini Park once found himself being chased by a water monitor. Spoiler, he lost. Not really, unless you corner one. Then good luck. They can whip you with their tails. And it hurts. They have sharp teeth full of bacteria. Not as bad as Komodo dragons, but still nasty. They can swim underwater for 30 minutes, meaning they can wait you out. Just saying. Despite their scary looks, these lizards help keep Thailand's ecosystem clean. By eating rotting animals, pests, and garbage, they prevent disease outbreaks and keep nature balanced. But they're also in danger. Many are hunted for their skin, used in exotic leather products, or killed out of fear. Conservationists are working to protect them, but their biggest threat? Urbanization. As cities expand, these ancient creatures are losing their natural homes. Thailand's water monitors are part terrifying, part fascinating, and 100% badass. They've been around for millions of years, surviving everything from dinosaurs to traffic jams. So next time you visit Thailand, keep your eyes peeled. Because if you ever see a 6-foot-long lizard casually chilling in a city park, Thailand's ocean nightmare, the deadly box, jellyfish. Picture this. You're on a tropical beach in Thailand. The sun is shining, the waves are calling, and you decide to take a refreshing dip in the crystal-clear water. You wade in, enjoying the cool embrace of the sea until you feel it. A sudden searing pain like liquid fire racing through your veins. Your muscles seize, your vision blurs. You try to scream, but your throat tightens. Congratulations! You've just been stung by one of the deadliest creatures in the ocean. Meet the box jellyfish. No teeth, no claws, no brain, just pure, unrelenting pain. Most people think of sharks when they hear ocean danger, but sharks would rather ignore you. Box jellyfish? They don't even need to try. Their venom is one of the most potent on Earth. A sting can cause cardiac arrest in minutes. They're nearly invisible, transparent, silent, and impossible to spot until it's too late. They can swim fast. Unlike other jellyfish that drift, box jellyfish can actively move. Each tentacle has thousands of microscopic harpoons that inject venom into your skin instantly. Some species of box jellyfish can kill a human in as little as 2 minutes. That's less time than it takes to order a coconut shake. Thailand's beaches are a paradise for tourists, and an all-you-can-sting buffet for box jellyfish. Where do they lurk? Koh Samui, Thailand's most infamous box jellyfish hotspot. Phuket and Krabi. Sightings have increased due to changing water temperatures. Koh Phangan. Tourists partying at the full moon party don't realize these silent killers are just offshore. Box jellyfish don't hunt humans, but when people unknowingly swim through their tentacles, game over. Ever been burned by a red-hot frying pan? Ever felt like your nerves were being electrocuted from the inside? Ever had the worst cramps of your life, times 1,000? Now combine all of that, and you've got a box jellyfish sting. Some victims describe the pain as so unbearable, they pass out instantly. Others go into shock, their hearts giving out before they even make it to shore. Without immediate medical attention, survival chances are slim. If you ever, unluckily, get stung, here's what you should do, and what you absolutely shouldn't do. Do pour vinegar on the sting. It neutralizes the venom. Most Thai beaches now have vinegar stations. Do remove tentacles with tweezers, not your hands. Do seek medical help immediately. Don't pee on it! Seriously, this doesn't work. Stop believing every movie you see. Don't rub sand on it. This makes it worse. Don't scream at the ocean for revenge. The jellyfish literally doesn't care. Thailand is stepping up its game to prevent jellyfish-related deaths. But the truth is, box jellyfish aren't going anywhere. Rising ocean temperatures are increasing their numbers, meaning that in the future, Thailand's paradise beaches might have an unwelcome guest. Box jellyfish are proof that sometimes the deadliest things come in the most unexpected packages. No roars, no teeth, no warning, just a floating ghost waiting for its next victim. So if you're ever in Thailand and see a caution jellyfish sign, take it seriously, or your beach vacation might turn into a horror movie. The Tokai gecko, Thailand's loudest lizard with the attitude of a rock star. It's midnight in Thailand. You're in bed, dreaming of mango sticky rice, when suddenly, Tokai, Tokai! You jolt awake, convinced Satan himself is in the room. But no, it's something far scarier. A Tokai gecko, Thailand's tiny screaming landlord. Unlike the harmless little geckos that skitter around your walls eating mosquitoes, the Tokai gecko is a whole different beast. It's big, it's loud, and it has zero respect for your personal space. These blue and orange spotted reptiles can grow up to a foot long, climb walls like Spider-Man, and bite down with the strength of a tiny alligator. And trust me, once a Tokai bites, it does not let go. You'll have better luck negotiating rent with a Bangkok landlord than convincing this lizard to release your finger. But the real reason Tokais are infamous, the unholy noise they make. Their signature Tokay, Tokay call is so loud it can wake the dead and your entire hotel. Some people find it charming, others find it horrifying. And anyone who's ever had one screaming from inside their bedroom probably has mild PTSD. Despite their bad attitude, Tokai geckos are actually good luck, but only if they call 7 times in a row. Any less and you're cursed. So if one screams 6 times, congratulations. You might as well pack your bags and leave. But their luck doesn't protect them from humans, who have made them prime targets for the illegal pet trade and traditional medicine market. Some believe tokais have magical healing properties, even though science strongly disagrees. Meanwhile, tokais continue doing what they do best, terrorizing expats and refusing to move out.
Try to chase one away?
It'll charge at you instead.
Try to grab it?
Enjoy your new finger ornament. Try to sleep through the noise.
Good luck.
The best approach. Just accept that the tokai owns your house now. So next time you hear a mysterious tokai at 3 a.m., don't be scared. Just know that your tiny, screaming roommate isn't going anywhere. The horseshoe crab, Thailand's ancient helmet-wearing weirdo. Thailand is full of strange creatures, but few are as weirdly ancient, awkward, and downright confusing as the horseshoe crab. Imagine a fossil that didn't get the memo that dinosaurs went extinct, because that's exactly what this creature is. Horseshoe crabs have been crawling around for over 450 million years, meaning they existed before trees. Let that sink in. This thing was here before forests were even a thing. At first glance, the horseshoe crab looks like a medieval knight's helmet with legs. Its shell is built like a tank. Its long, spiky tail looks like something from a sci-fi horror movie. And despite its name, it's not even a crab. That's right. This thing is actually more closely related to spiders and scorpions. So, to sum up, it's an armored, prehistoric, water-loving spider mutant that refuses to die. Now, you'd think a creature that has survived mass extinctions, ice ages, and the invention of TikTok would have earned some respect. But no. In Thailand, horseshoe crabs are mostly known for two things: getting flipped over and getting eaten. Because of their clunky design, they're terrible at righting themselves. So when one washes up upside down, it just waves its little legs in the air like a confused Roomba in distress. Some kind-hearted people flip them back over, while others just, well, walk away and let evolution decide. And then there's the food situation. In some parts of Thailand, horseshoe crabs are considered a delicacy, served in spicy salads. But, and this is a big but, not all horseshoe crabs are safe to eat. Some species are highly toxic, meaning eating the wrong one could turn your beachside dinner into a fast-track trip to the emergency room. It's basically culinary Russian roulette with a prehistoric twist. Despite their awkwardness, horseshoe crabs are wildly important to science. Their bright blue blood, yes, blue, is used in medical research to test for bacteria in vaccines and drugs. So next time you get a shot, thank a horseshoe crab. Just don't tell them we also eat their cousins. So, to sum up, horseshoe crabs are living fossils, terrible at flipping over, used in medical research, and sometimes eaten by people who enjoy taking extreme seafood risks. They may not be cute, they may not be fast, but one thing's for sure: they've outlived almost everything else on this planet, and they're not stopping now. The indomitable tiger, Thailand's striped phantom of the jungle. Deep in Thailand's dense jungles, where the trees stretch skyward and the rivers run dark, a silent ruler moves through the shadows. You won't hear it coming, you won't see it watching, and by the time you realize it's there, it's already decided whether you're worth the trouble or not. Meet Thailand's last remaining apex predator, the Indo-Chinese tiger. Now, if you're imagining a majestic, roaring beast that parades through the jungle like it owns the place, well, you're half right. Tigers do own the jungle, but they don't go around advertising it. Unlike their loud-mouthed cousins, the lion's tigers are stealth assassins. They stalk, wait, and strike with deadly precision. And Thailand's tigers? They're even more elusive than usual, because they've spent decades learning how to avoid humans. Smart move. Tigers once roamed all over Thailand, ruling the forests like furry overlords. But humans had other plans. Deforestation, poaching, and the ever-growing appetite for tiger parts in traditional medicine have slashed their numbers to just a few hundred. Think about that. Fewer tigers exist in all of Thailand than there are tourists in a single Bangkok nightclub on a Friday night. That's terrifying. And yet, despite everything we've done to push them toward extinction, Thailand is one of the few places in the world where wild tigers still have a fighting chance. National parks like Huai Kha Keng Wildlife Sanctuary have become tiger strongholds, with conservationists tracking their movements, setting up camera traps, and praying that poachers don't get there first. It's like a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek, except the prize is the survival of an entire species. Of course, Thailand's relationship with tigers isn't just about the wild ones. For years, tiger temples and private zoos have been a major tourist attraction. You've probably seen those infamous photos, tourists posing with drugged-up tigers, treating them like oversized house cats. The dark truth: many of these places were fronts for illegal tiger trade. secretly selling cubs, skins and bones, while pretending to be conservation centers. Fortunately, the authorities cracked down, but the black market still thrives underground. Because apparently some people won't rest until every rare animal is turned into soup. Despite the odds, Thailand's wild tigers aren't giving up yet. Every now and then, new cubs are spotted on camera traps, proving that these jungle phantoms are still fighting for their place in the world. If we're lucky, and if we stop being the worst, maybe, just maybe, tigers will continue ruling Thailand's forests for centuries to come. So if you ever find yourself trekking through the Thai jungle, remember this: you won't see the tiger, but the tiger will see you. The crocodile comeback, Thailand's ancient river monsters. Picture this. You're on a peaceful boat tour through Thailand's murky rivers, admiring the lush mangroves, when suddenly something massive moves just beneath the surface. Was that a log? A rock? Nope. That's a pair of ancient, unblinking eyes watching you like you're on the menu. Meet Thailand's saltwater crocodiles, or as I like to call them, nature's undefeated champions of patience and sneak attacks. These prehistoric beasts have been around for over 200 million years, meaning they've survived asteroids, ice ages, and whatever questionable trends humans have come up with. And yet, despite being one of the most perfect killing machines the animal kingdom has ever produced, Thailand's crocs almost vanished entirely. Once upon a time, these giant armor-plated reptiles ruled Thailand's rivers, lurking in swamps, estuaries, and coastal waters like silent assassins. But then humans, in typical human fashion, decided that anything with sharp teeth must either be killed or turned into a fancy handbag. By the late 20th century, wild crocs in Thailand were nearly extinct, thanks to rampant hunting, habitat destruction, and the illegal crocodile skin trade. At one point, spotting a wild crocodile in Thailand was about as likely as seeing a monk riding a jet ski. But hold on, because the crocs are making a comeback. Conservationists and national park authorities have been working to reintroduce these apex predators into Thailand's protected waterways. And guess what? It's working! Recent sightings of wild saltwater crocodiles in places like Phangar Bay and Keng Kraken National Park prove that these river monsters are reclaiming their territory. Of course, not everyone is thrilled about this. While some people celebrate the return of the crocs, others are, well, less enthusiastic. Because let's be honest, when you're fishing, swimming, or casually kayaking, the last thing you want to hear is a slow, deliberate splash behind you. Thailand also has crocodile farms, but don't let the name fool you. These places aren't conservation centers. They breed crocs for meat, skin, and tourism, with some farms offering questionable activities like wrestling crocodiles or watching them jump for chicken like scaly circus performers. Fun fact, if you ever see a person stick their head inside a crocodile's mouth, just know that their life choices have led them to a place where one wrong move equals a headline. Despite the fear they inspire, Thailand's wild crocodiles deserve their spot in nature. As apex predators, they help control fish populations and keep ecosystems balanced. Plus, let's be real, they were here long before us. If anything, we're the ones invading their territory, not the other way around. So if you ever find yourself in Thailand's swamps or rivers, keep this in mind. If the water looks calm, it probably isn't. And if you see nothing at all, that's when you should worry. Birds of paradise, Thailand's most colorful avian wonders. Thailand's jungles may be full of stealthy tigers, sneaky crocs, and screaming geckos, but let's not forget the flashiest, most fabulous residents of them all, the birds. While some creatures lurk, crawl, or pounce, Thailand's birds of paradise prefer to dazzle, sing, and put on performances that would make a Broadway star jealous. One of the most iconic of these feathered show-offs is the great hornbill. If you spot one, congratulations. You've just seen one of the jungle's most bizarre-looking creatures. With its giant banana-shaped beak, bright yellow casque, that weird helmet on top of its head, and dramatic wing beats that sound like a helicopter taking off, this bird is impossible to ignore. But what makes it even wilder? Hornbill couples are the ultimate definition of relationship goals. When it's time to nest, the female locks herself inside a tree hole, sealing the entrance with mud, leaving only a tiny slit to breathe through. And the male? He spends months bringing her food like a devoted delivery driver, making sure she and the chicks survive. If only human relationships were this loyal. But Thailand isn't just about big, beaky lovebirds. Enter the Asian fairy bluebird, a bird so vibrantly electric blue that it looks like it flew straight out of a fantasy novel. These birds are quiet, elegant, and have an air of mystery, unlike their distant, very loud cousins, the oriental pied hornbills, who love squawking at each other like grumpy neighbors arguing over a fence. And then there's the crimson sunbird, Thailand's answer to the hummingbird. Tiny, fiery red, and with a beak designed for precision nectar theft, this little guy is a sugar-fueled speed demon. You'll usually spot them darting between flowers at lightning speed, looking like someone hit the fast-forward button on a nature documentary. Of course, no bird-watching adventure in Thailand is complete without mentioning the pitta birds, also known as the jewel birds of the jungle. With their bright greens, deep blues, and striking reds, these birds look like they were hand-painted by an over-enthusiastic artist who refused to stick to a color palette. But good luck spotting them. They're shy, secretive, and prefer to stay hidden in the undergrowth. Think of them as the introverts of the bird world. Thailand's birds aren't just pretty faces. They play a crucial role in spreading seeds, controlling insect populations, and keeping the ecosystem thriving. But like many of Thailand's wild creatures, they're facing threats. Deforestation, illegal pet trade, and habitat loss are putting pressure on these stunning birds, forcing them to either adapt or disappear. Despite this, Thailand remains a birdwatcher's paradise. Whether you're trekking through Khao Yai National Park, cruising through the mangroves, or even sitting on a hotel balcony in Bangkok, you're never too far from something colorful, loud, or just plain bizarre flapping around. So next time you hear an exotic call echo through the jungle, don't just assume it's a monkey, a gecko, or an elephant with a sore throat. Look up, because chances are it's one of Thailand's feathered superstars, putting on a show just for you. From stealthy tigers to scheming monkeys, ancient crocodiles to screaming geckos, Thailand's wildlife is as fascinating as it is unpredictable. Every jungle, river, and coastline hides something extraordinary, proving that nature is still full of mystery, danger, and wonder. So whether you're a traveler, an animal lover, or just someone who appreciates the weird and the wild, Thailand's creatures have one message for you. Welcome to the jungle. We've been waiting.